First one is a question from Samad. He wants to buy a bike for daily use. His office is 20 kilometers away. Please suggest if the Honda CD 110 Dream is suitable or not. Mileage and pickup, of course, being the key factors. Now, in that particular class, yes, this is a bike that you could definitely consider because it offers you reliability and good fuel efficiency, low maintenance costs as well. What else could you look at in this particular space? Well, from a slightly new or a novelty factor point of view, the Splendor iSmart is something that you could also consider. Again, extremely reliable bike. Remember, the technology is rooted in the same place in a sense. You will not go wrong with either of these bikes, and your costs overall will pretty much stay in check as well. Okay, next question from Prashant. He's asking which is better, the Amaze S CVT or the Jazz S CVT? Is it also worth spending 1 lakh rupees extra on the VX or the V models of the Amaze and the Jazz respectively over the S model? And should you also consider the Baleno Zeta CVT? Now, lots of questions there, so let me take it one at a time, Prashant. When it comes to all of these cars, the CVT advantage is great from the point of view of mileage. So already you're thinking in the right direction. My recommendation would be that instead of buying, an Amaze, which at the end of the day is a subcompact sedan, which means that it's trying to fit into a certain space. The Jazz, a lot more premium, a lot roomier as well, and something that you'll find is more satisfying to drive too. So between those two cars, firstly, I would recommend the Jazz for sure. Now, should you look at the higher model? It really depends on whether those extra features really matter to you. Always just remember that you should never always think of only the ex-showroom price, but how it's going to work out in your EMI going forward. So you don't want to have regrets 3 years down the line that you should have got those extra features. Consider it from that perspective for sure. Now, is the Baleno better than the Jazz? Well, when it comes to the CVT system, I do like Honda's CVT a little bit more. It's a little smoother as well. The Jazz is a well-built car, it's roomy, gives you lots of options, and it's good looking. So yeah, that would be my recommendation. And now a question from Manojit. He wants to know what it would cost to buy a Spark LT made in 2010 that's run 45,000 kilometers. Great question, because we have the tool for you. Simply go to our used car valuation page on our site. Say if you plan to buy or sell this car. In this case, I'm assuming you want to buy it, so I'm going to go with that. You haven't told me what month of manufacture this particular car has. I'm going to go with June, and of course 2010 you have said. So 2010, manufacturer is Chevrolet, model is the Spark, and the variant you've said is the LT. So those are the options I'm picking here. 45,000 kilometers done. And again, you haven't told me what city, so by default I'm just going to enter Delhi and go with Southwest Delhi. And let's take a look at what it throws up for you. So now this is just an indicative valuation. You then of course have to go ahead and add a few other details here. So is it a first owner driven car? Is it owner driven or driver driven? Exterior color, I'm just going to say white. Is there any accident history? I'm saying none. And the insurance I'm putting in as comprehensive. So first owner, owner driven, white car, no accidents and comprehensive insurance. And yeah, all the parameters I've just gone ahead and said are good. You have to go ahead and put all of those details in to come to a realistic price. So I hope that tool helps you. Please let me know what your feedback on this particular tool was and whether it got you a good price on this car that you're looking to buy. Lots of tools like that, of course, on our site that you can always look at. So remember that if you have questions or if you need some help, karanbike.com is where you need to log on and tell us. We'll certainly be glad to help.